Well, we're jumping timelines. It's not so easy to jump timelines. You might feel your insides churning around, but we are jumping timelines. And how do you know this? It's because you're sealed in the forehead, and that's what we're going to be discussing today. As I'm making this message today, the energy is very still, so you're going to want to focus on creating your new timeline, because we're not jumping around any longer. And we're going to understand and overstand why we have jumped back and forth between timelines today as we make it to the new earth. You know, we're jumping timelines, and we actually could have real life evidence that we're jumping timelines at this moment. And you might have plans, and the plans, there might be a giant storm that wrecks your plans, and you're going to have to think on your toes, and you're going to have to restructure your entire life in the now moment. And, you know, today we have a real life piece of evidence for all of you. You know, you might be on your journey, and you're going to have to move with the energy right now. So, you know, you might have been on one timeline, you might have had one plan, and then your plans get wrecked. You know, Tyson said everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth, and you're going to have to reschedule your plan and maybe hop back and forth between timelines. So, you know, timeline jumping is a real thing. And over the course of the past year, I have jumped between timelines many different times. And you might have experienced this on your journey. You're sealed in the forehead, and you can really see when you have jumped a timeline. And it's usually accompanied by maybe not the best feelings inside of you. Recently, we shared about the solar plexus area, the solar plexus chakra, and you were feeling a big stirring, right? Because you're shifting again, like your whole physical vessel is going. That furry red guy, that head guy, that's true, right? That's what we're feeling right now. We're feeling our insides, we're feeling our body being reset, you know, and we're actually jumping onto, our consciousness is jumping onto a different timeline. So, you know, today the energy is very still, actually. It's very still in the Schumann resonance once again. So let's focus on getting on and latching on to this new timeline of creativity, of abundance, of making it to the new earth. Timeline hopping. Frank, I agree. It's about time. It's about time. You know, A while back, I thought that we all thought, the event's going to happen. Oh, it's going to happen now, and it never happened. As humans, we live, and ego is part of our lives, and we think the timeline of the world is going to work out a certain way, and then it works out a totally different way. And that's why there is no finish line. Those that have been on the journey with me, you've been part of our channel, there is no finish line. You can't have a finish line in your mind. That's why it's progress over perfect. Sometimes we have the perfect timeline. We have the perfect plan. You know about the plan, Light Warriors? Well, God has a plan. And it's progress over perfect. Write it in the chat. It's progress over perfect. And, our community, our channel, my journey, my relationships, it's progress over perfect. And, I might have had ideas of what it's supposed to be. But that's why we have to keep moving forward at this time. You are timeline jumping, and you are sealed in the forehead. And that's why you're able to actually realize that you've jumped timelines. So we gave everyone enough time to come on the live stream. If you haven't done so already, please smash the like button. It's going to help others find this message. If it calls you, through free will, of course, please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell next to subscribe and select all. You'll get all the updates. We have a community tab. There's polls. You could participate in the polls. So we have real life evidence as we collaborate together. That's what our channel and community is all about. I'm very grateful for all the support on Patreon. We have live Zoom meetings where we collaborate together. It's really fun being with you all on Zoom. The link is in the description. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a link pinned above and also in the description. We have thousands of videos on the channel page. Why don't you check them out? And they're all designed to help you improve your everyday life. Sometimes you hear the phrase, or you hear people talk about jumping timelines, or we shifted to a different timeline. A lot of people, they're not able to see this. You have to be sealed in the forehead. We have spoken about the pineal gland many times. The pineal gland is the physical or scientific term for the third eye. Some people hear the third eye chakra. Oh, that must be a spiritual wackadoo thing. No, it's actually very important. It's called the pineal gland. If you're new to this journey, this awakening journey, the pineal gland is very important. You want to keep your pineal gland healthy and not calcified with heavy metals and fluoride. And when your pineal gland is working, when you're sealed in the forehead, you can see the surroundings and you realize that you've jumped timelines. Beth Bentley Yoga, thank you so much for the support. Hey, you. I appreciate you, Beth. Love you. We have to realize that, we're in this world, but we're not of this world. You've heard this phrase before. You're in this world, but you're not of this world. You're gods and goddesses. You actually helped create the universe. You actually came into this prison to bust our brothers and sisters out of this prison matrix. Did you know that this was a prison planet? If you're new to this, you should check out Dolores Cannon. She spoke about the waves of volunteers that we incarnated in this lifetime for this grand event, the biggest event in the history of humanity. It's coming, baby. And that's why we're here. We're here to guide our brothers and sisters. We're here to hashtag pull them out. Pull your brothers and sisters out. It's very important to pull them out. We're pulling out our children. We're pulling out our friends and family out of the systems, out of the matrix. Pull them out, and when we pull them all out, we'll all be chilling out on the new earth. You might be jumping back and forth between the two main timelines right now. Maddie Narcy, thank you so much. Love from Phoenix, Arizona. Keep on riding the tsunami while the matrix is consumed by it. That's a beautiful message. It's a truthful message. Thanks for sharing that. I appreciate the support. Yeah, the tsunami wave is coming in, and it's destroying the matrix. Did you know that this was a biblical event? Did they say Babylon will consume itself? We're seeing it right now. Last year, myself and all the teachers got unlawfully fired. The school systems are burning right now. They don't have the right people in front of the children right now. There's a lot of dangerous things going on. I hear it firsthand from some of my friends that are still in that matrix. They have no clue how bad it's gotten in there. Parents left and right are pulling their children out of schools to help them out. So many of you on our channel are sharing that you are now homeschooling your children. Why don't you write it in the chat, homeschool your children? Because they don't have the safety in the buildings right now. They don't have the correct people, the teachers or the real teachers in front of them. So we don't want our children to be in these rough situations right now. Mad Hatter homeschooled children for 18 years. That's beautiful. King's Farm, that's beautiful. We're getting back to the family. I've shared this energy theme, back to the family. Sometimes, you know, my Nana, I always share, my Nana taught me. See, we get taught by our family, not by the Matrix. We get taught by our family, not by the Matrix. My Nana taught me there's a time for this and a time for that. And over the course of the past year, there was a time for the isolation period, and then there's time for family. There's a time for this and a time for that. And it's kind of rough on our body and our insides. We're jumping back and forth. Here we go between the timelines. We're literally going back and forth between the timelines right now. That's interesting, right? The Babylon. It might not make sense. You know, some things have happened on the course of my journey in the past year. I say, oh, I'm doing the right thing. Things should be getting better. It doesn't make sense to me. I had to go through things. I had to make decisions. It didn't make sense to me. I don't even know why. But you have to go with feeling. And sometimes your gut is saying this feeling like, oh, I got to get out of here. Or, oh, something has to change. We don't want the water to be stagnant. That's how disease occurs. Sometimes any change is better than no change at all. Once again, sometimes any change is better than no change at all. And sometimes we have to do drastic things just to move the water around, move the energy around. This star, thank you so much for the support. Hello, friend. My kid and I are sending you a big virtual hug. Thank you for helping us feel less lonely. Hashtag strong together. I love you. It's my honor to serve you and the children. If you're homeschooling your child at home, that's great. And, this could be the class every day, 9 a.m. Eastern time. This is the class, the science class. I'm the teacher of the New Earth, and I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for the support. Keeps me out of those buildings. I appreciate you. We of Liberty and Freedom, thank you so much for the support. Lately, I've felt a strong connection to Lyra. I dreamt about it last night. When Akira speaks, it's familiar to me. I find myself speaking it. That's very interesting. That's the lions, right? The lions are Lyra? Mm-hmm. You see the lions are here. Yeah, we're all in this together. We have backup today for the lions out there. Bay Area believer, boom! Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Bay Area. ABP, always be pumping. I'm always pumping. Even when I'm not feeling so great, I'm always coming back. That's been my journey. My twin flame knows that I've been sharing it, over the course. I'm always working out. I'm always in tip-top shape. And since 2020, I'm always having these pitfalls. And it's literally a microcosm of what we all have to go through. Sometimes, I say, why is God putting me in these positions? But I always have to keep coming back. And that's what we all have to do. We have to keep coming back right now because we're in a spiritual war. If you didn't realize this, we're in spiritual World War III. And you have to have the power of resiliency right now. And you have to keep going because life is going to keep hitting you. And you got to take the hits and you got to keep going. My time that I spend with all of you is really, it's really great. It's the highest point of my day. People know I'll start twitching if I don't have video ready for the next day. Sometimes we have to realize the universe We send out a broadcast. This is what we want to manifest. Or we kind of see, oh, this is what's happening. Then there's a delay. Maybe we have to wait and come back to it. I'm kind of living this out right now. I had a vision, I had ideas, this is what's going to happen. But maybe it didn't happen at that fake time. Remember, linear time is fake. It's seasons and cycles. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just might not happen at that time. Nobody can know the day or time so that the enemy may be caught unprepared. Some of your friends and family, they might gaslight you. Oh, there's nothing happening. But it is happening. But through a free will choice, this is the rapture. And people will go back into the burning building. They're going to go down with the ship. Babylon is going to consume themselves. Or they're going to break free. They're going to realize I'm a sovereign being. I'm going to take back my power. I'm going to start creating community for the world. I'm going to start creating the new earth. And there will be those that get left behind. All we can do is be the lighthouse. I know, listen, I also felt this way. I said, oh, I'm going to help everyone. I'm going to make them all better. Yeah. I'm going to save everyone. I'm going to make them, they're going to listen to me. I'm going to make them better. But I'm here to share from a place of authenticity. There will be those that get left behind during the rapture because they can't hear you anymore. And don't feel down on yourself. It's free will. And they will all make their free will decisions. Lenny, you're the man, Lenny. I love you, Lenny. Thank you so much, Lenny. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the Truth Tour on Friday, to hear your passion, to feel your energies in person. We share the same about the children we've talked about before. You know it. I will not fail the children. I love you, Lenny, and you guys are doing the work as well. I've shared this over and over again. I can do things that you can't do, and you can do things that I can't do. And collectively, we make the 144,000. I'm doing things here. You could say, oh, I can't do that, but you could do something else. I'm looking at you do this. I say, I can't do that. It's a true story. And that's why we're the Rainbow Warriors, Lenny. We're the Rainbow Warriors of the Hopi prophecy. And we all, the energetic colors, that's what we're able to do, whatever it is. And remember, we all signed up for this mission. I don't know. Some people say, Mike, what am I supposed to do? I don't know the answer. I didn't even know the answer for myself. It just shows itself on your journey. It will just present itself to you on your journey. And then you will realize yourself, this is what I need to do during the event. Let's send out a vibration of love so that everyone can realize their role in the event. The warriors are realizing what they need to do right now. You have a personal relationship with God. Regardless what that guy Francis says, you have a personal relationship with God. Oh, Michael is here now. Yeah. And through this personal relationship, I talk to God. Sometimes I even yell at God. I say, God, I talk to God. Yeah, true. You have the personal relationship with God. You don't have to go to these false idols. They'll tell you how to be spiritual. They'll tell you what to do. You actually have the answers inside of you. You have the answers. You need to connect with your higher self. Probably, right? Remember that? Remember what he said? That was funny that time. It's dangerous to have a What an idiot. Oh, we're carrying the trash out. We're getting out the... Take out the hashtag, take out the trash now. What up, Nature Boy? Woo! Everything's A-okay, Nature Boy. We're going to see you soon. Don't worry about it. So you're seeing that you could even see the change in people. Who is... No one knows. No one even knows. It's like gutter trash on the floor, right? Like gutter trash. You know about gutter trash on the floor? Oh, he's so mean. It's true, though. You got to be truthful. You got to be the lion. You got to have courage. You got to speak up against these principalities. You know, this is a biblical time. For we don't fight against flesh and blood, but principalities in a different dimension. You got to wake up. You see the change in people. If you're just tuning in, we're jumping timelines. We just jumped timelines again. This is the rapture. And sometimes we have to have 1 foot in the matrix, 1 foot out of the matrix. Sometimes we're brave warriors and we jump right into the filth. I can even reflect on my life and I say, you know, sometimes I had to, you got to put your hands in the filth to have firsthand experience of these things. It's the only way of knowing. I could share stories, you know. You could share stories. We all had to have first-hand experience because you can't get the answers on that thing. You know that thing that looks like a rectangle, and it's got the programs on it. It's like a rectangle, and the people look at it and they go TV. That's not where you get the answers. You actually get them from your family. You get your answers from your brothers and sisters. That's where you get the answers from. And you got to realize, yeah, we have to learn the hard way sometimes. And a lot of people, they are actually supposed to be raptured out of the matrix. They're not learning. You know, I know some of them. And God keeps, like sometimes God gives you a little nudge. I've learned my lesson. When I get the nudge, I say, okay. I say, okay. I've been beaten down enough by God. You can say, oh, he's so big and powerful, right? But even God says, you can't fight against the currents. I could be so big and strong, right? And then you go in the ocean, the wave knocks you right on your bum. That's God. So you have to go with what God is rapturing you. You're switching the timelines right now. We only get lessons we can cope with. That's true, Olivia. We're sealed in the forehead. We are in alignment now. That's why this storm will go right around you at this time. You're sealed in the forehead. You see the changes in people in your life. You could see the changes, like, I don't know, in the weather, in the sun. You see these very interesting changes. You're even, and I did a full video on this, you notice the Mandela effect. And not only do you notice the Mandela effect, like the ones that we all share about, you have personal Mandela effects. Like it's not like something famous. Like recently there was something within my family and like something just disappeared, or, I remember it differently and I know for sure I remember it one way and then my family is saying something else. Do you have that experience? Please share that in the comments. Share it in the chat. Do you have personal Mandela effects that through people that you know there's a glitch in the story, if you will? And please share, because then people say, oh, he's a crazy wackadoo. Cheers to the wackadoos that are sealed in the forehead. You came here to make it through the rapture. And this isn't the event. It's a biblical time period. I know a lot of us are empaths out there. Are the empaths in the house? You let me know in the chat if the empaths are here. The empaths are here. And you might feel bad for people. You can't be anyone's doormat. You could see them struggling. You could see them going down in flames, but there's nothing that you can do because the shift is free will. You know, several years back, I listened to other people share on YouTube that people already subconsciously made the choice. They already made the choice. There's nothing you could do. So right now, as this intensity is going higher and higher, you see the change in people. And it's just a spiritual aspect. We shared collectively in our Zoom meeting. And if you'd like to join, the link is in the description. There is a spiritual aspect behind this. It's not just one thing. It's not about how you were brought up. It's not about your religion. Remember, we're the Hopi Prophecy Rainbow Warriors. We're all different colors, classes, and creeds. You're going to see your brothers and sisters. You feel them. We're all the same. I love all of you. But you're seeing that this is a spiritual aspect. And you can't really tell, but there's just something within the soul. And you're seeing the glitches in behavior of people. It doesn't make sense. We're seeing the matrix break down right now. Super Freak, thank you so much for the support. Big energies coming in today. You are prepared for the big shifts within and without. Big hugs to all of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. We have to realize that the shift begins inside of us, because then it's a reflection. The world becomes a reflection. Through vibrational synchronization, you will create change. Because if you are now a higher vibrational being, if your consciousness has expanded and you're vibrating on a different frequency, all of a sudden things don't resonate with all of you. People, things, and situations start falling. There it goes. And then you start attracting new situations, new things into your everyday life experience. It's free will. Everyone makes the shift on their own. And remember this, you can't get dragged down. And I've shared this story before. It's very important. Metaphysical Mike, the fifth dimension, 555. I appreciate you, brother. Michael, I'm becoming more aware of my false belief system that if I am not in control, something bad will happen to me and others from other timelines. I appreciate you, Mike. I guess it's in the name. I feel the same way. I really struggle when I'm not in control. That's why I'm terrified of even certain people. In my everyday life, the divine feminine is all over the place. I like to be in control like you, Mike. And, you know, I get terrified. I'm quite terrified, Mike. So I appreciate that you share that, because we're all in this together, and I could resonate with that. So if you're listening to this and you listen, I feel like, you know, I want to control everything, but that's where I got to where I am today. This past year, I was totally not in control, but can I say my life is much better? Absolutely. I would be still stuck in the matrix. I've had so many experiences, both good and bad. We're here in Earth School. Dolores Cannon said this is Earth School. I would have probably been in the same position. And then like a massive hurricane comes in, right? We'll call it Hurricane Ireland, for example, comes in. And it shakes your life up, and you're gasping for breath. You're trying to hold on, but then you have to let go. And they've spoken about this. They said the divine feminine energy is coming back to the planet. If you're new to this, and again, feminine and masculine are energies, and we need to have balance, and it's called hemisync in science. Balancing both sides of the brain, the feminine and the masculine, both of your hemispheres of your brain. When you create balance, I've done that here. It's called hemisync. This channel is the epitome of hemisync. If you're learning something new, please smash the like button. It helps others find this message, learn new information, and become the person they came here to be. We have to balance, like I'm balancing science and spirituality. I'm being rational plus being creative at the same time. And we have to have a little bit of both. And that goes both ways. The other half has to take our part on as well. And when we merge, that's why we're seeing this merging. Some people call it the twin flames. We have to merge both hemispheres of the brain. And, you know, we could take these scientific aspects and it lines up with the metaphysical aspects as well. It's called HemiSync. We have a full video. We'll share it in the group chats today. That furry red guy, that's, we're all the empaths. You know, I know a lot of guys that are, I'm an empath too. You know, I feel the pain of others. And the more, it's actually, that's why some of us, we need to be by ourselves right now. There's so much pain in the world that we're picking up on the pain of others. So much pain out there. And that's why God is going to shake this earth. Because we have to remove the cancer, all the principalities, all these things that have been beating down our people. Our people are in a prison. They didn't even realize they were in a prison. And we have to realize that we have to bust out of this prison right now. Well, no one completes you, 33 Gamma. All they could do is maybe wake the rest of you up. But you're complete just by yourself. And no one else is going to do it for you. No one else is going to do any... My mom taught me this when I was a boy. She says, don't rely on anyone else. Always rely on yourself. And when you do this, you will attract more into your life. You attract the person, you attract the abundance into your life. Because you are now this energy of you are complete. And you could create timelines. You could create worlds. We're all going to collectively create the solar flash. And the plasma energy is coming in to wake up that DNA. DNA activation is not an ancient myth. It's happening now during the rapture. So let's send out one more energy burst for DNA activation so we could all make it to the new timeline. How's that DNA? You feel it? I know you feel it, yeah. It's waking up now. And that's the vibration that you feel. You're feeling your higher self waking up inside of you. And, you know, our lives, you know, we're going through these massive, we're jumping timelines, you know, and we've gone through a lot of change. And what happens sometimes, the change comes in, like, it's like, so we're in a spiritual war. A lot of you are realizing this right now. There's two sides to this, and the timelines constantly change. But when that happens, our personal timeline changes as well. And we have to react to the main timeline shift. So right now we're anchoring in this new timeline of maybe more of us having our feet planted, more calm, more abundance, more quiet. We have to be quiet so we could create right now. Myself and my twin flame, that's what we're working on. And that's what the role is as we move to the new earth. You're going to have to create something that benefits other people. The days of the false idols siphoning the energy away, yes. Human, you pay attention to me. On InstaFace, right? All those failing platforms, right? You know, that old world is finished. It's finished. And now you have to be in alignment. And those that are not in alignment are really struggling at this time. Be the quiet creator. Yeah, absolutely. And when you sit in quiet, that's why Tesla said, be alone. That's where ideas are born. That's basically meditation. It doesn't mean you don't have to talk to anyone in your life. You have to sit with yourself because only you could give you, I can't give anyone else the answers, right? Am I missing something again? Am I missing something in the chat? No. Damn. I see something, I don't know. Anyway, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You could be part of our tremendous group chat. We have a lot of fun in the group chat, you know. Are you having a good time in the, when is recess? That's what I always, that's why, because school was fake. And you know what, and I'm here to burn it all down and expose it. Do you know that like gym and recess got less and less and less over the years? Oh yeah, less and less. And years ago, kids would get gym or phys ed 5 days a week. Now they only get it maybe 2 or 3 days a week. Got to wake up to what's going on right now. Less and less and more nonsense and more programming. Got to wake up now. Smash the like button if you're here to raise the vibrational frequency of our world. We got to raise it up. And then we see the other, ooh, there it goes. It's going down. They have virtual physics. I used to play in the yard, Ben. Years ago, I remember I had a friend. It's funny, you know, I'm just thinking about this right now. We had like the outdoor toys, and I had the older G.I. Joes, and we were like digging like a tunnel in the actual dirt. I don't know, maybe I was like 7 years old. And I remember like the smell of the dirt, you know, and like just playing with the G.I. Joes. Did you have like a memory of that from your past? But yeah, we would have the outdoor toys, right? The outdoor toys. We put them in, and then we were like doing things in the dirt, you know. Did you have outdoor toys? Don't bring them in the house. Your mom will start screaming. Get the dirt all over the house. But no, we would dig in like the tunnels. We made like a mountain and then like a tunnel. It was fun. That was we were creating back. Yeah, we used to play in the dirt. Rub some dirt on it. You'll be okay. It's true. Everyone's scared. Ooh, I'm scared of everything. Ooh, I'm scared. There's something out there that's going to make me sick. We used to play in the dirt years ago. It's unbelievable. The more you're disconnected, that's why our healths are declining. People suffer, ready? People suffer from nature's deficit disorder. Get out there in nature. Start playing in the dirt again. Hashtag play in the dirt. That's what we're going to do. So, yeah, I'm grateful for all of your support, and it's really an interesting time period. And, you know, I'm grateful, you know, Ireland will be doing a video tomorrow. Please subscribe to Ireland's page. She was not able to do any work this past week. And, you know, we made massive moves. What did we do? 3 days, right? It was 3 days of dark. It takes a lot of energy. And to figure out, you know, sometimes it takes 3 days to figure out the next 3 months of your life. And that's what you have to do. You have to actually, we can't make plans anymore. Like I had plans, I had ideas, and then we keep getting smashed during World War III. World War III is going on right now. We have boom, and then we get smashed, and then we have to do it again. So I would take our lives right now, we have to take it in intervals. Once again, during the rapture, we have to take our lives in intervals. You might have to take your life 3 months at a time, 6 months at a time. You can't have a 5-year. Yeah, remember you used to go on a date and you say, "What? Well, what's your 5-year plan?" Who the heck knows, right? I don't know. And if you're going on dates like that, you gotta get a person that is aware of what's going on right now. Otherwise, you're going to struggle. Otherwise, you're going to struggle. If they're going out to the club, drinking their Al Ghul, if they're worried about their Gucci bag, you got to get out of there real fast. Get out of there fast. If they need their Lambos, they need their Lamborghinis to sit on a Starbucks line for 10 minutes while they're running, they're wasting gas while gas is $5 a gallon. You got to get out of there right now. Ladies and fellas, wake up. Who are you with right now? Get out of there. A lot of people are dealing with this, you know? Like Donald Duck, right? It's funny. It's funny because it's true. So, yeah, we've all had journeys. I had a journey to experience a little bit of everything, so I have real life examples, and, got to watch out for the loose, Jill. Oh, yeah, got to watch out. Someone said if you change loose around, it says school. Got to get out of school, too. Franny Lee, 1206, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for your love, guidance, and teachings. It's my honor, Franny Lee, and I'm grateful for your daily attention. It's the currency of the universe. When you guys pay attention to the videos, when you watch the videos, if you'd like to support the channel and you just want to get the videos out there to grow the channel, when you click the like button, when you watch 100% of the video to completion, and you should, because ready? Sometimes I get people, they write a comment, and I could clearly see they maybe watched like the first 5 minutes of the video and they have no clue what I said. They literally comment the exact opposite of what I taught in the video. So that's why you got to really, we're at 447. Sometimes it doesn't update though. We're keep smashing that like button. We're going to keep going. It doesn't update sometimes, so you know, when you're watching. But listen, even when I come off, that Monsters Inc. is a documentary. When I come off, go back into the video, leave a comment. People read the comments as well. It's very important. We only have the present. We're creating in the present. The future is now. The future is now. You can't change the past. The past is over. Keep moving forward. That's how we make it through the rapture. You can't look back. You got to keep moving forward. You're losing, your identity, you're losing people in your life, just keep going. This is the rapture. And the event is biblical. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person. Because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. Yeah. So I love each and every one of you. There's a lot to learn. If you go to the channel page, one of the very important videos, The Rapture, they can't hear you anymore. If you're hearing that right now and you hear they can't hear you anymore and that resonates with you, you're ready to learn about the rapture. It's not an ancient myth. It's not a hocus pocus spiritual wackadoo. It's happening now. It's happening now. You got to wake up now. You're waking up from the dream. You're waking up from the matrix. You lived in a fake world. It's okay. I know you're scared. We're all scared when we wake up, but that's why we're doing this together. So I'm grateful for all of your support. Keep clicking the like button. Share this video link on all platforms. Text it to a friend. Share it in groups. I'm grateful for all the support. The link is pinned above. If you join our group chats, we have Telegram, Discord. The links are in the description. I'm going to share Ireland's link out. Please, let's all help Ireland. Let's get her channel back up. She wasn't able to post. We went through a rough time, but we're going to make it now. Together forever. Yep, that's where we're headed towards. Love you. Love the warrior family. I hope that this message is helpful for all of you. Have a great day. Namaste.